All right, let's dive right in. Today we're talking about a really powerful way to think about strategy. It's not just about getting ahead of the competition. It's about achieving something called transformative strategic supremacy, which is a fancy way of saying you completely change the game in your favor. But first, let's start with a question that honestly probably keeps a lot of people up at night. Why do so many strategies just fail? You have the plan, you've got the team, but somewhere along the way, it just fizzles out. Well, this framework we're looking at today offers a totally different way to approach that problem, and it starts by thinking about the end goal first. So, step one is to get absolutely crystal clear on what you're actually trying to do. And let me tell you, it's not just about hitting number one in the market, it's about aiming for something way more ambitious than that. Okay, look at the wording here. Masters its environment. Think about that. That means you stop just reacting to what the market throws at you, and you start shaping the market yourself. You're not just playing the game better than everyone else, you are literally changing the rules of the game. And this right here, this is the core idea. It's about rewriting the rules. A perfect example is Netflix, right? They didn't just build a better video rental store. No way. They made the entire idea of a physical rental store completely obsolete. That is the real goal here, to change the game itself. Okay, so if the goal is that huge to rewrite the rules, then the very next question has to be, well, what's stopping us? And this brings us to what might be the most important and honestly the most overlooked part of strategy. Getting brutally honest about the massive gap between where you want to be and where you are right now. You see, before you can even think about building a bridge to your future, you first have to understand the size of the chasm you need to cross. Any strategy that just ignores the real-world problems, that's not a strategy, it's a daydream. A truly great strategy always starts with a clear-eyed diagnosis of what's holding you back. And this whole diagnosis thing is actually pretty straightforward, but man, it requires discipline. Step one is to really review your present situation. Look at everything, your strengths, your weaknesses, the whole shebang. And only after you've done that can you move on to step two, actually pinpointing those huge obstacles, those mountains standing between you and that goal of supremacy. And the source material is so clear on this. It says you need to identify these obstacles. This isn't just some optional team-building exercise. It is the absolute essential groundwork. If you skip this, any plan you come up with is going to be built on a foundation of sand. So, where does this all lead? Once you've defined that big, hairy, audacious goal, and you've identified all the things in your way, you're finally ready to design the path forward. This is where we shift from diagnosing the problem to actually building the solution by charting out what's called your future strategic profile. I want you to notice the word they use here, determine. You determine the future profile. This isn't about wishing or hoping something happens. It's an act of deliberate, intentional design. It's literally the blueprint for the company you have to become to get over those obstacles you just identified. And you can see the difference so clearly here. Your current strategy, that's just a snapshot of where you are today. But your future strategic profile, that is a detailed vision of where you need to be. It's the blueprint for the capabilities, the market position, everything you need to leapfrog those obstacles and really achieve that dominance. And if there's one thing to remember, it's this metaphor. All those obstacles you found, that's the chasm. And your future strategic profile, it's not just the destination on the other side. It is the design for the bridge itself that will get you there, piece by piece, plank by plank. So, when you boil it all down, this whole framework is really just a simple but incredibly powerful three-step journey. First, you define a truly massive goal, supremacy. Second, you get honest and find the gaps, the obstacles holding you back. And third, you intentionally design and then build the bridge, your future strategic profile, to get across that gap. And that really leaves us with one final, and I think pretty provocative question to think about for yourself. When you look at your own company, your own goals, what are the real obstacles in your way? And maybe more importantly, what does the bridge you need to build actually look like? Answering that, well, that's the real start of a truly transformative strategy.